Hello warriors, welcome to the channel. My name is Monica and today we are going to discuss Bangladesh's crisis with respect to its textile industry. You might know that Bangladesh is the second largest exporter of textile in the world, right after China. 80% of its export incomes comes from this sector. However, because of the recent political turmoil, the Bangladesh textile industry is facing some crisis, which presents an opportunity for countries like India to become a leading player. In this video, we'll analyze if there actually is a golden opportunity for India and its textile sectors. What are the challenges its textile sector has? But before that, we'll understand how Bangladesh became such a big player in textile industry and how big of a player it is. So to give you some perspective, I have mentioned some statistics with respect to Bangladesh textile industry. So let's go through that. Bangladesh textile industry is a $45 billion industry. $45 billion industry which employs 4 million workers. Bangladesh 11% GDP comes from this sector. You can see almost 11% GDP comes from this sector. I've mentioned in the introduction as well that it constitutes 80% of the export income, and H&M, Zara are some brands which survives through Bangladesh. The import partners of textile industries are the Western countries. You can see the names US, UK, Canada, France, Spain. All are here. These Western countries are import partners of Bangladesh. So such big a player Bangladesh is when it comes to textile industry. Now we'll understand in a very quick way how Bangladesh became such a big player. So the story starts in 1980s. Bangladesh became a country in 1971. We all know that. In 1980s, a large number of small-scale garment factories came up. Bangladesh came up with a large number of small-scale garment factories. These factories are labor-intensive, that is, they employ a large number of laborers, because of which government gave them a push. Government created policies which favored these small-scale garment factories. And Bangladesh had cheap labor. Bangladesh still have cheap labor, because of which these factories flourished. One more arrangement which needs to be pointed out here is multi-fiber arrangement, where developed countries could import from developing or least developed countries, and there are no quota or strict restrictions around it. The agreement ended in 1995 and now World Trade Organization handles this textile trade. But this arrangement benefited Bangladesh a lot and Bangladesh became one of the leading players. So that is the story of Bangladesh. Now we'll understand what are the crises it has because of the turmoil. One important thing to notice here is the Western import partners of Bangladesh has been looking for alternative countries to fill the textile industry. The reason for it we'll understand in a short while, but first we'll understand how protest disrupted the textile production. So because of the protest and security reasons, production didn't happen for few days, but normalcy is returning gradually and workers are putting in extra hours to meet the deadlines. However, because of political instability, Western countries has stopped with their orders and investment. Now, you can clearly see that Western countries have declined their orders and the investment also has reduced. So, Western countries have started looking for alternatives, but this hunt is not new. Even before the political crisis, Western countries were looking for alternatives, which is commonly known as Bangladesh plus one strategy. They are looking for diversification, where Bangladesh plus one strategy as in some other country which could be relied on with respect to textile industry. Now you can see that this plus one could be India, and India has an ample opportunity to fill this vacuum, but there are certain challenges with respect to it. Here we are analyzing the challenges which Bangladesh had, because of which Western countries went for Bangladesh plus one strategy. The challenges with the textile industry in Bangladesh was human rights violation, long working hours, low wages were the reasons. Human rights violation were there. Then electricity generation infrastructure also weakened, because of which the production limit had been reached. Then higher input cost because of Russia-Ukraine war. Russia-Ukraine supplies cotton, dyes and other synthetic fibers to Bangladesh. Because of the war, the import cost increased, and because of which the cost of production for Bangladesh also increased. Here one thing to remember is India also supplies cotton to Bangladesh. Now you need to remember here is, we just now saw that Western countries have reduced their orders with respect to textiles, and the investment in Bangladesh also decreased. So now you can clearly connect the dots and figure out that the import requirement for cotton must have been decreased. So India had an immediate impact with respect to its textile industry, where the cotton import reduced and the demand for cotton reduced from Bangladesh. This was the immediate implication of the political crisis and decrease in the orders from the West. Moving forward, production disrupted because of disasters also. Recently, Bangladesh saw flood. The protest and political turmoil happened, so because of which production got impacted, and West is looking for diversification in this field. Now, this diversification presents an opportunity for India to fill the vacuum, but it also presents an opportunity for countries like Indonesia, Cambodia, Vietnam to fill this vacuum. And there are some challenges with respect to India to fill this vacuum. The reason is, the countries like Indonesia, Cambodia, Vietnam has better quality products and cheaper labor when it comes to textile. India is not delivering on that front, because of which it is not emerging as a strong alternative to Bangladesh. This is the challenge we are facing at the moment, and the opportunity is more favored with respect the opportunity is more favored towards Indonesia, Cambodia and Vietnam, and they are providing the right alternative. This is what we are mentioned here. The countries have better production mix than India. Their technology, their labor, all are better than India, because of which we are not emerging as a strong alternative. Other than that, our cotton exports have been impacted immediately, because we just now understood na कि India exports cotton to these countries. So because of which cotton exports have been impacted. These are the immediate implications. In the long run, we might fill this vacuum. The government has realized that there is a vacuum to be filled. The government has realized that there is some push to be given, because of which some schemes came up. The schemes like PLI scheme and PM Mitra scheme. These schemes are here to give the required boost to the textile industries. We haven't discussed much about the schemes on this front, but if you want a video, you can let us know in the comment section, where we'll discuss these schemes and initiatives of the government and how they are going to benefit the country. So for now, this is all. And if you liked the video and you found it informative, you can let us know in the comment section, and please like, share, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.